Hello everyone. Today we have with us Sanskar Gupta. He has recently got an offer from a very good company and he will be joining in a research analyst role, right? So today he will be sharing with us his complete experience, his educational background, how he was able to crack this role just after finishing his graduation. So Sanskar, first of all, tell me where are you from and from where you have done your graduation?
Yes, sir. So I completed my graduation from Gwalior, from Amity University, Gwalior campus, and
Okay.
I'm basically from Bhopal. So I went to Gwalior to pursue specifically BBA in finance.
Okay, so you're from MP only.
Yeah, I'm from MP only.
You didn't want to go outside MP or what? Why
Actually, I
you chose
was,
the Kolkata?
yeah, I don't wanted to go really far from my home for completing my graduation, but I thought to pursue after BBA, like MBA outside MP and somewhere else.
So your schooling was from CBSE board or from MP board only?
I completed my 10th and 12th standard both from CBSE. Before that, I
CBSE.
was in MP board.
Okay, okay. So that was a private college, MIT University and Gwalior
Yeah.
campus. And which course did you pursue from there?
I completed BBA and I had specialization in finance.
Specialization in finance. So why did you wanted to go for a job just after graduation? Because what I've seen, many people want to do post graduation and mostly do MBA after before getting into the IB or similar kind of roles.
Yes, sir. So the reason why I don't wanted to go ahead with a MBA because after completing my BBA, I had plans to realize what the industry needs are, like what kind of work is there in the industry, how much what kind of roles they require, what are the skills they are required, and that I can get the knowledge about that only when I'll be working in the industry. It won't be possible to realize how the work is done. In IB industry or maybe financial analysis without getting into it. So I thought of getting 2 or 3 years of work experience specifically into finance domain so
Hmm.
that I can realize what are
Makes
the
sense.
needs of the industry and according to that I can plan my MBA so that me choosing college also will be based on my plan in this way. That's why
Based
I
on
don't
your
want to
experience,
pursue
the
MBA.
job experience which you gain from your
Yes.
current job. So, Sanskar, like after doing MBA, we can say MBA, BTech, or these kind of graduation are just the base. After
Yes.
that, people can make career in any field. They can go for digital marketing, they can go for business development, they can go for the finance domain and some other field as well, data analytics as well. So, why you
Yes.
wanted to get into the finance industry only?
Yes. So starting like from schooling onwards, I knew that I had too much interest into numbers. I was always good with maths, and my family's background was also into business. So
Mhm.
I had this in my mind that whatever I'll be doing into commerce and business line only.
Okay.
I didn't have much interest into other fields. But when
Mhm.
I got into college, I realized that investment banking and financial analysis and finance industry overall, I find that very much interesting and it was attracting me towards it because I had interest in the numbers as well.
Mhm.
So that's where the interest developed. But it's not like that I don't want to pursue other fields. In my
Mhm.
first year and second year, I tried to go into digital marketing, social media marketing as well. I worked in HR firm as well for at least 1 or 2 months. Then I made the decision in my final year that I'll be pursuing finance ahead after like getting experience into 3 or 4 fields.
Makes sense. So you have explored all the domains, and now you
Yes,
feel that your passion lies in the finance domain, and you will be making a career in the same, right? So in
yes,
finance also, Saskar, as you must be aware, there are multiple opportunities, right?
yes, sir.
If you combine data analytics with the finance, then we have the financial analyst opportunity as well, and
Yes.
companies are paying very high packages for this profile. If you learn Power BI, if you learn how to use Tableau, these kind of business visualization, data visualization tools, business intelligence tools. Once you learn the same
Yes.
and you combine it with your finance knowledge, then you can make a good career in the finance, good career as a financial analyst as well. So,
Yes,
can
sir.
you tell me about your current profile for which you have got the job offer?
The current profile that I have is a fresher profile. I
Mhm.
got the opportunity as research analyst,
Research analyst.
where I will
Research
be work.
analyst, not equity research analyst, right?
No, it's not
Okay.
equity research analyst. It's actually financial data will be there,
Mm-hmm.
and the company has data terminals working to providing financial data to their clients, and we'll be
Mm-hmm.
working with that data, and we'll be working in financial analysis.
Get it, get it, get it.
Yes.
So this company in which you will be, so when is your joining date?
I'll be joining next week. It will start from 17th.
That's great. And at which place it is?
It's based out of Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. So you will be shifting to Hyderabad.
Yes.
No worries. This is a once in a lifetime opportunities. And if you talk about the finance domain, so only
Yes.
few cities offer this kind of exposure. That is Hyderabad, Gwalior. Oh, sorry, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai. So you will have
Yes.
to shift to these places. So don't
Yes.
feel that you are shifting and you are not getting that high.
Actually, it was not a problem with me. My family doesn't actually tell me to just stay at home. They are actually motivating me to go out of it. And I had plans that I wanted to get out of MP because lack of opportunities is there. And I also wanted to explore big cities because I've never been to a big city and like before this. So that was the ultimate plan. And I also want Hyderabad is one of the highest growing
Yeah.
cities.
Going
So
to
it was
agree.
the best choice for me to shift to Hyderabad.
No, no, it's a very, very wonderful city. At the same time, you will be getting opportunity of working in some place like this because
Yes,
getting exposure is must, not only the exposure from the company regarding the domain, but that kind of exposure living in a PG, living in flats, learning about the new city, that will also be a great exposure for you at this early age.
yes,
At the same time, when you will be going for the MBA, so this kind of maturity, this kind of experience will help you a lot in going for the MBA. You can try
yes,
foreign universities as well after 2, 3, 4 years, and they
yes.
ask for this experience only apart from the GMAT scores, right? So we were talking about the profile for which you have got the offer. So you were telling like you will be doing the financial analysis of the data. So this company gets the data from their clients, they process it and provide the meaningful results. So that's it, or they provide the complete research report on analysis or something like that.
Actually, I still didn't get into the firm, so I'll have to get into it and then I'll
Hmm.
see. But
Understand.
from what I know, is
Mm-hmm.
that company gets the data from the market
Mm-hmm.
to whatever needed to their for their clients, and they also have a terminal. They work something like Bloomberg,
Mm-hmm.
and they provide that data. It's, we can say it's like advisory data and assumptions, some kind of like that data. So I'll actually get into the firm and then have to realize what the actual work is. But this is what I got to know about the profile. It will be mostly based into financial data, working on that data and providing a results. That will be our day to day.
That makes sense. Makes sense. So, what kind of skills they were looking in your resume? Because I guess you are not much aware of the business intelligence tools like Power BI and Tableau. So, what
Yes.
exactly they were looking for in your resume?
So as I told that this was a fresher profile.
Mm-hmm.
So the company was not looking very much into skills, but the skills that I had, financial modeling, financial research and reporting skills that I was
Mm-hmm.
working for like last 1 year, that came into hand because most of the other, if I say candidates, they were there are mostly from MBA profiles.
Mm-hmm.
The people from directly after BCom or BBA, they were less. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, these skills helped me a lot to like face the interview.
Compete with them. Hmm.
Yes, the interview questions or the need of the profile were not really very high, like Power BI or maybe SQL or Python. But I had some skills in my hand, and they really helped me to get this
So
role.
it was majorly financial modeling only, right? So,
Yes,
yeah, please continue.
yes, they didn't need financial modeling specifically, but I showed this skill in my interview specifically. So that helped me to like tell them that I had the knowledge of finance that actually needed for the profile.
And it's a very good company. It's an MNC, right? With
Yes,
12,000 employees, more than 10
yes,
12,000
yes. It's a
employees.
really
Wow.
big company. It's based in USA.
USA, and they have
Yes,
one office in Hyderabad.
yes. They have
So,
only one office throughout India.
also, do you have any idea how much people work in Hyderabad?
I do not have the correct number, but it's I think it must be more than 400 to 500 employees
More
in
than
Hyderabad.
500. Got it, got it, got it. So, like, was there any written test for the same?
Actually, I had to go through one aptitude test was there.
Okay, aptitude test was there.
Yes. After that, there was HR discussion round,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, there were two technical. I had faced one technical interview round, and then I got the offer, and then there was another technical round discussion after I got the offer.
You
But
got your offer. It
yes,
was more of
because
just a discussion.
yes, it was more of a discussion, but they actually conducted as the second round, second technical
Hmm.
round. But actually, there was some problem with the timelines that didn't match. I had my exams going on at that time, so they arranged that after I got my offer.
You got the offer. Okay. At that time, you
Yes,
were not having time, so they gave the offer,
yes,
and then after your exams, it was the second.
yes.
So, in your interview, like in the technical line, so as you told that there were no questions related to financial modeling. So, in the technical round, what they were asking from you?
Yes. So in technical round, they mostly asked questions related to accounts. There were accounts related questions. There were financial analysis related questions. They asked what is cash flow, what are key free cash flows.
Ah,
These are
okay,
some of the
that way.
normal average concept,
Hmm.
basic concepts. It was more of a basic interview. If we have the
Hmm.
fundamental knowledge, anybody would be able to like uh, pass it.
So that's a very good start, Sanskar, for you. Being
Yes.
an MBA, you are competing with the sorry, being an BBA, right? You are
BBA.
competing with the students who have finished MBA. So that's a very good opportunity, and that's a very good uh decision which you have made. That first you will be getting some experience, then you will be planning your MBA accordingly, right?
Yes.
And as I told you earlier, like if you get good, like if you go good with your job in the future, you can go for GMAT, you can go for CATs, and that will help you a lot in enhancing your salary, and you can target 50 LPA as well, right? Even my real
Yes.
brother, he is working as a strategy consultant. So he started as a after his BTech, he started as a consultant in the Gurgaon, ZS Gurgaon, right?
Yes.
And there he was doing very less salary. It was below 20 lakhs, it was around 15 lakhs, right? And then he cleared the GMAT. He built this path, and then he went to Cambridge University, and currently he's working as a strategy consultant in GS London only, and he's
Yes.
doing a package of around 1 CR over there. So
Yes.
that kind of roadmap you can also build, right? Gain some
Yes.
experience, 2 3 years of experience, and that matters a lot for these foreign universities. And even if you go for the Indian universities, they are very good university. Try for CAT, and that will help you a lot, right, in the future.
Yeah, that's the actually overall plan for me right now. 2 3 years of work experience. Then I'll sit for CAT. I think 1 year. I think in 2025 or maybe 2024 also. And I'm basically targeting the top six IIMs or and some other private universities. So if I'll be getting, I'll be doing the MBA from India.
That's great. Even after 6 7 months, if you feel that you want to explore other domains of the finance, as you told that you are
Yes.
currently in the research analyst domain, right? And you will be
Yes.
working on the financial data. So after 6 7 months, I am sure that you will get a good experience and exposure. Then there are many companies in Hyderabad. They will be more than happy to take you in the investment banking roles, right? So even
Yes.
this is a part of investment banking only, but core investment banking can be more of a financial modeling related role, right?
Yes.
So then you can switch to these kind of one. Big Fours, even Big Fours have like very good division of investment banking these days. They have set up a complete
Yes.
different arm, and they are hiring aggressively. You can target those firms. So and after that, after getting experience of 2 3 years, then you can try for MBA by giving CAT or GMAT, right?
Yes.
So any words, any experience, learning experience which you want to convey to our students, or especially for the freshers who are targeting these kind of roles and who are demotivated because they are not able to get it. They are only getting offers for the business development profile or the accounting
Yes.
profile or taxation profile. So any like guidance which you want to give them so that they can crack these kind of roles?
Yes. So, like while I was in third year, I was also the placement committee head, student head in my university.
Hmm.
So I had like conducted around 50 plus placement drives.
Oh,
So
that's
I
great.
realized that after BBA or a BCom profile, it's very difficult to get into a finance, core finance job.
Right, right.
So I understood it well ago that I had to have different skills, something that put me like keep me away from that crowd. Those
Hmm.
who are going for, I think, business development profiles, marketing profiles. So I started building my profile, my resume according to it. I realized that financial modeling is a very important skill for someone to
Yes.
get into financial core
it
finance
shows it
domain.
shows that you are serious, because financial modeling, unlike Excel and
Yes.
unlike other tool, financial modeling is tough. It's really tough, right? If you
Yes.
want to build the complex model, it's really tough. So if you
Yes.
have learned the complex model, although this financial modeling was not required for this job, but
Yes.
financial modeling being there in your resume gives the idea to the recruiter that you are serious to get into the finance industry.
Yes, it actually put me like in the advantage
Advantage.
position, because the MBA candidates that were there with me, they didn't have that skill, but I
Exactly.
had. So
Hmm.
that actually put me in the advantage position, and this was also conveyed by the HR that you might be overqualified. I said I'm not overqualified because I've just completed my BBA, but it's just that I got some skills that were really helpful for me to understand like finance overall. So it's very important. And apart from this, we have to like focus much more into basic concepts. Like I
Hmm.
understand this financial modeling we are doing, we're building complex models, but I
Hmm.
actually I have to remember what is the basis and what are the
Basics.
foundation of the model that we are building.
Models.
So if we are
Hmm.
writing something regarding cash flow, we are putting formulas of free cash flow. We actually have to remember their basic mathematical formulas as well, apart from their Excel formulas, because
Hmm.
that will help us to like uh, what should I say, process in our mind, like what are the components, what are the elements of this
Exactly.
particular free cash flow, or
And
whatever
basic
the topic
terminologies
is.
they have asked in your
Yes, they
interview as well.
basically ask anything they ask in interview. It will be completely basic. They'll not ask us what happens with free cash flow, what are the factors of free cash flow. They'll basic questions will be there. What are free cash flows? How it is affected? How, and they might give us case study like if the prices of the currency rates are changed, then what will be the impact? So we have to like build our aptitude on the basis of that. So this might come. So whenever we are doing financial modeling or financial analysis, we also have to take care like what are the impacts of anything that's happening in the market on our
Market.
model and our analysis.
Hmm.
So I built
Exactly.
equity research reports also. I presented those equity research reports. So to showcase that I had that research skills as well. Like if I need to prepare a
Hmm.
report, I possess those research skills as well. So I prepared equity research report to showcase that. So these
Got
things
it.
helped me a lot. I like in my finance specialization BBA class, there were more than 50 people. But
Hmm.
I don't know if there were, I think more than 50% people went for an MBA. And apart
Hmm.
from this, others got the job roles in business development and other profiles. So
Almost
even
all
if
of
you
them.
have almost all of them, because not one core finance role has visited our college campus for their hiring. So this was very difficult for me also to like get any role from campus selection or
Hmm.
campus recruitment.
Because for
So
like if the company is looking for core financial profile, they will give preference to MBS. They will give preference
yes,
to
they
semi-qualified chartered
yes,
accountants, chartered accountants, CFAs,
yes. Either they'll hire CAs or they'll go for tier 2 MBA profiles.
tier 2 MBA
Like they
profile.
also don't go for tier 3 colleges MBA students. They'll either
Hmm.
go for tier 2 MBA profiles, tier 1 MBA profiles, or maybe CAs for a
Hmm.
core finance role.
For a core finance, they won't
Yes.
hire
So
BBA, right?
yes. So the basic thing they want is credibility. If you're going for an out like off-campus recruitment or maybe lateral placements, you have
Hmm.
to show your credibility either through skills, through internships. I had
Exactly.
a 1 year role with a company, Margin Sentiment Advisories Limited. I was working there with the firm for part-time role. I was
As an
working as a
intern.
yes, it was more of an intern role, but I had worked with the company for 1 year. So they had given me an experience certificate with the company, 1 year part-time student.
Hmm.
Yes.
And
So
what was the type of work you were doing over there?
that was not into research. That was more of an trading role. So I
Trading
was
role.
either working in data entry or maybe trading. But I was involved in finance
Hmm.
industry, and
Hmm.
that added to my credibility while
Got it.
applying to these roles. And the next thing is the time I was giving my applications. This is the time of layoffs going around, and
Hmm.
the industry, the people are not hiring. So there are like I made more than 2000 plus applications, maybe through LinkedIn or Naukri and other IIM jobs. I went through all the recruitment profiles, everything. So I'd given more than 2000 applications. I participated in job fairs, and that's how I got into this role. So I heard from only 10 companies a positive result. after applying to these 2000 rules because
2000 companies you have applied, you mean?
yes, I have
I thought
applied.
you have researched about 2000 companies. You have applied for 2000 companies.
Yes, I have applied because maybe from LinkedIn to career websites or to Naukri, there were more than 2000 applications because I've been applying to companies for like last 6 months. I've been applying to daily to at least 11 and 11 between 11 to 20 firms on daily basis.
Daily basis.
So the most I have heard back from 10 companies with a positive result, and 400 companies a rejection, 454 90 companies rejection mail, and from 1500
They didn't
companies
give any
no response at all. They didn't even bother to give us a rejection mail. So this was the time, like this was a hard time for
So
the industry. So
this is the type of commitment you need. Like if you want to do something,
yes,
you have to do something for it, right? You
yes,
can't get it. So it makes a lot of sense, Askar. But what people think, like even after becoming a chartered accountant, I'm a qualified chartered accountant. I finished my CA
yes,
in 2019, and many of my friends wanted to get into the investment banking industry, like you. Like
yes,
many students want to get into investment banking
yes,
industry, and for CA, it is little bit easier. But
yes,
even for the CS, it is very tough to get into the investment banking industry. And people are not ready to make the kind of commitment which you made. Applying to 2000 company is seriously very crazy. It's a very crazy
yes,
idea. But if you have
yes,
that level of commitment, even after BBA, you can get into this financial analysis role. And believe
yes.
me, Sanskar, this is just the beginning. Like if you are planning to get to the top, you have to start from somewhere, right?
Yes,
And you have to be
this hustle
positive about
didn't
it.
complete till now. Like it's nothing like we are placed and we wanted to work. I'm still applying
Hmm.
to other companies. I'm still learning something. Like I've started working on Power BI as soon as the college
That's
completed
very
because
good.
I knew that this is gonna
Hmm.
come in hand whenever
Hmm.
I'll be applying soon. So this didn't complete end here. So
Hmm.
I still didn't get into the profile, the final investment banking front end profile. So I'll still be working ahead in this. And there are like if I tell you, people think we make one resume and then we'll keep applying to this one through this one resume to each and every company. I made more than 4 or 5 resumes in these 6 months because I knew that there might be one problem. Like I got to know about ATS, then I changed
Hmm.
according to ATS. Then I got to know about profile score. Then I changed my resume according to profile score. Then I got to know that investment banking has really different format than what I am making. I was
Hmm.
using Canva, then I shifted to like make it completely from scratch into Word
Into
in
Word.
using
Hmm.
Word. So uh, like we have to keep changing according to
Hmm.
what is needed. So this
So
is the
you
way I
yes,
work.
you have to keep your resume ATS friendly because that way
Yes,
only the ATS will be able to extract keywords from your
yes,
resume, right? And
yes,
I am not sure. I have to check with my HR team, but resume should not be prepared with Canva because
yes,
I
yes,
think the ATS
yes,
technology will not be able to extract the keywords.
yes. Even if it is in PDF,
Hmm.
ATS isn't able to like get the data from a resume prepared from Canva. I realized this really, really late. I was
Hmm.
using like Canva resume for like last 3 or 4 months. Then I
Hmm.
realized that Canva doesn't work for any big firm like Big Four if I talk about. So I'm not gonna hear a response from the firms if I keep
Right.
using that. So I changed it accordingly. Then I heard 1 or 2 responses. It's still
Hmm.
because this is just a BBA profile that I had in my
Right.
mind, so in my hand, and I wanted to go ahead with this short-term courses and internships only. So
Even Nikhil sir and Aman sir must have given you research report assignments. So
yes, yes, I got some assignments and equity research report preparation
for
assignments
which
from.
industries you prepared those research report?
Uh, these were 4 really different industries. The first was FMCG. I prepared on
Hmm.
ITC. The
Hmm.
next one was IT and recruitment, Naukri.com,
Hmm.
InfoEdge, the
Influence.
parent company.
Hmm.
And the next one I prepared on Dalmia Bharat, basically in PSU and in cement and manufacturing industry. And the last one I made was on BEML, Bharat Earth Moving Limited, a PSU, and specifically working into heavy industry and defense. So these were 4 different industries. I got a lot to know about these industries in very deep. So we have to keep researching about it. And apart from this, I prepared one of my college projects also. That was into core industry, but that was more of a investment banking
Hmm.
topic. So I prepared a research dissertation on Mindtree's acquisition by Larsen and Toubro.
Last one to go. Hmm.
Yes, so I prepared a
That's their
dissertation
takeover.
report
Hmm.
and how it was, how Mindtree was vulnerable to that acquisition, and it was a
Hmm.
forced takeover.
Hmm.
So I did an analysis, and this helped me show my credibility in application and interview processes. So I had this offer with Factset. That was my first offer. I'm going ahead with that only.
Mhm.
Apart from this, I also got an offer from an investment banking firm also, Societe
Mhm.
Generale, but
Okay.
that was not into an analyst profile, that was into regulatory reporting. So I
Regulatory
found,
reporting.
yes.
Hmm.
So I got that offer from an investment bank. I thought for a while, like it will be easy to like switch to other department. But I wanted to start into research only, so I
Research
chose
only.
Spikesat, and that was also the first
And the
company to give
pay
me an
was
offer.
better in this investment banking company?
Comparable,
Comparable.
both
Okay.
were
Hmm.
same.
Hmm.
There was no much difference, and the Factset also offered really great perks working with the
Hmm.
firm, and
Hmm.
there were advantages working in Factset. So, and the Chennai location was there in Social General, and that was really far.
Hmm.
And Hyderabad, I was more biased towards Hyderabad, so I'm going into Factset. Apart from this, there were offers from Godrej Capital, and there are two or three other firms also, not really big.
Sanskar, you were telling me about some aptitude test as well, right?
Yes,
So,
yes,
like, what all was asked for that aptitude? So, do
yes,
freshers need to prepare something for the same, or if they have the basic knowledge, they will be able to crack that test?
yes. So, like aptitude test for me was not a big deal because I have prepared for exams like IPMAT when I was in 12th standard.
Hmm.
So I had a really good hand in logical reasoning, maths, and
Hmm.
English from a very long time.
Hmm.
So I didn't specifically prepare for CAT, but CAT aspirants can easily crack any aptitude test. I've
Hmm.
set for more than 20 to 30 aptitude tests from different companies.
Hmm.
And if
You were
someone has
able to
prepared for,
crack all
yes.
those.
So if
Hmm.
someone is prepared for CAT, it's not very difficult for them to crack the aptitude level. But for someone who didn't do maths after their 10th standard, they have to work a lot on that
Hmm.
because questions on logical reasoning and maths can be a little tricky in these aptitude tests. And it's really important, like it can be the first or second step only in
Hmm.
a recruitment process. So we have to work a little on our aptitude, specifically maths and logical reasoning, a little bit on English also.
Hmm. You were telling that you got the interview mail from 10 companies, right?
Yes.
So all had this aptitude test?
There are some companies who sent me who sent me aptitude test links first,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some companies aptitude like I haven't heard back after aptitude test also because
Okay.
there was screening process right after aptitude test.
Right after aptitude.
Yes.
Okay. So
So
aptitude was the
and
first level for some of the companies.
yes, and
Mm.
in these 9 to 10 forms I got response from, I think yes, only one firm was there, Godrej Capital, that
Mm-hmm.
didn't have an aptitude test. Apart from that, all other companies had aptitude tests. If I talk about Social General, they had
Mm-hmm.
two tests, two aptitude tests, and there were 2 rounds of interviews.
Mm. So you got mail from Godrej Capital as well.
Yes,
And
I
what
got
was
an
the
offer.
profile over there? The same financial analysis.
No, actually, the profile there was account receivable, accounts payable, ARAP.
Okay,
So
so
I
that
don't
was
want
only.
to go into accounts background after like working hard in financial
But you still
analysis.
appear just to gain the experience.
Yes, yes. Because
Mm.
getting a response from a company was a very big deal for me.
Very
So
big deal.
why leaving a chance to sit in the
That's
interview
great.
process?
That's great. That's great. So that is the kind of attitude students must be having.
Yes,
So that's really wonderful, Sanskar. As I said, as I mentioned earlier, if you want to reach somewhere, you have to start from somewhere, right? And
yes,
that's very great that you are still exploring different areas. You are learning Power BI, and if you have already got into this financial analysis industry, right? And financial analyst profile is making a big deal in the finance industry these days. So if you
yes,
learn Power BI, if you learn business intelligence, you are able to help the companies with their financial analysis with the help of these visualization tools, then you can target a very high package in the upcoming
yes.
times. So that's very good to hear. And some final words which you would like to convey to the students so that they are motivated. They are not getting the offers. They are not getting the interview calls from many of the companies before they are applying. So, like any motivation words which you want to give it to them.
Yes. So, like someone who's preparing for a finance industry, it's really, really important for us to show our credibility to the
Hmm.
interviewer and while in the screening process also. So,
Definitely.
what I did is I shared the link for my sample models in my
Hmm.
resume only. So,
Okay.
someone who wanted to like check what I work
So
and how I work.
those models you posted on LinkedIn, those links
Yeah,
you gave?
I haven't posted all the models on LinkedIn yet, but I have posted one or two models on LinkedIn also, and
Hmm.
I have shared the Google Drive link to my
Hmm.
model on my resume also.
Also.
So the companies who don't go through ATS profile and wanted to check directly the resume part, they visit the work sample, and if they are not convinced, like to take my profile ahead, they
Hmm.
may get convinced after watching that work I did.
Model.
Because whatever we have, like as a BBA graduate or a BCom graduate, is
Hmm.
the work experience or the projects we undertake. So
Hmm.
that we have to showcase. If the interviewer is not asking us to like show our financial model, we can just ask them like, please give us 5 minutes. I wanted to showcase what I worked on, and they
Hmm.
that might be able to help us get questions also in that model only, and will show a little bit that yes, we have knowledge to work in finance industry. So anyone who is applying as a BCom or BBA graduate, they have to work on skills like financial modeling, financial reporting, annual report reading, and skills like this
Hmm.
to like showcase that they are also eligible, and they might be a better choice than hiring someone an MBA finance profile with no skills at all.
Hmm. So building credibility is the key.
Yes,
Since
yes,
you're a fresher and you have to prove it to the recruiter that you are passionate
yes,
about finance because everyone wants to get into finance. Nobody gets
yes,
into the business development or accounting or taxation domain, right?
yes,
Everyone wants to get into the finance, but they are not willing to show their passion. They are not able to
yes,
build the credibility, which you were
yes.
able to do with the help of the portfolio, right? And so this was the first key. Any other key like to get into these roles?
Communication skills is
Communication.
also really, really
Hmm.
important because that's like first impression that somebody
Hmm.
has when we are when we are sitting in an interview. So we have to work a little bit on our communication skills. Communication skills might not directly mean a fluent English, but
Hmm.
also represent showcasing what we have done in
Hmm.
the best way. So if we are
Thoughts,
able
we should be
to
able to
communicate,
yeah,
yes.
showcase our thoughts.
Yes, like
Hmm.
whatever we are preparing, we should be able to showcase and we should be able to explain it to
Hmm.
someone who is like watching our model, who is like watching our report. So
Hmm.
that's also a key because sometimes we prepare the model and we're not able to explain it properly.
Hmm.
Might the hand we have at an advantage, then we may lose it.
Hmm. Right, right. So
So
you need to build your credibility. You need to build your portfolio, right? You need to work on your communication.
communication
If you are
skills,
not from the maths background, you need to work on your aptitude
on
and logical
aptitude skills
reasoning.
also.
Logical
Yes,
reasoning.
yes,
And these are the three things, right? And you have to be patient, right? You have to
yes.
keep on applying on multiple companies and you see the ratio. He has applied, Sanskar has applied for 2000 companies. From those 2000 companies, he got call from 10 companies and he was selected in two, right?
No, I had ultimate four offers.
Four offers, right? Right.
Yes,
And this one was the best offer. And so
yes.
you chose.
This was the lowest paying offer, but
Hmm.
the profile that I wanted to go
Was the
in.
best.
So also one point for someone who wanted to get into finance is that we don't have to look for the package that the company is offering,
Hmm.
because in the starting, even if they're paying low, but the profile is really good, we should go ahead with that role only, because at the end, our path, like when where the path from where we start actually help us build our
Matters a lot.
future profiles
Right.
also.
So like if you take the accounting receiver profile just because of the package right now, then it
Yes,
will be very, very difficult for you to switch to another profile later
yes,
on.
because the company was offering twice what I had in FactSet, but still I was like very much adamant towards going into research profile.
Research only. I'll tell you, Sanskar, why companies pay less. Even your company also, it's a very big company.
Yes.
They have more than
Yes.
12,000 employees and they can pay
Yes.
very good for this role. They are
Yes.
paying less because many candidates, it's all about demand and supply. They are getting
Yes.
a huge supply and their demand is very low. So that's why
Yes.
they have reduced the prices and people are willing to work on lower packages for these kind of profiles. So that's why they are offering less. And for different profiles, like for BD profiles, account receivable profile, there are lesser people who want to get into these domains. So the
Yes.
companies have to pay more for these profiles.
Yes.
It's all about demand and supply at the end of the day,
Yes.
right?
Agree.
So it's a very nice interacting with you. We got to know a lot. Even I learned a
Yes.
lot from your experience, and I hope all the students watching this podcast, this episode, they will be learning a lot about this finance industry and how they can make a career in this. And we have a lot of students who want to make a career in the finance industry, but they are not able to crack it. So the key is patience. Key is building credibility. Work on your communication skills. Work on your aptitude and logical reasoning, because many of the companies are using aptitude as a filtration process to filter the candidates, right? So
Yes.
very nice interacting with you, and I hope, Sanskar, that you crack the top IIM colleges of India and
Sure.
later on get into a very good investment banking role.
Sure,
And
sir.
after 1, 2, or 3 years, maybe we will be having another interview where we will be
Sure.
discussing about your experience, your CAT experience,
Yes.
and then your experience to getting into the top investment banking firm of the world.
Sure.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Sanskar.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. That was really nice interacting with you.
Same here, same here.